So the guys at Bells of Steel hooked me up again. Check this out, man. Safety squad bar, SSB. I was telling the fella, man, I've already got an SSB. Of course, it's not going to be at the level that you guys make, but I do have an SSB. He was like, man, you got to have this thing. So I ended up getting this in the mail yesterday. And as I was unpacking, I was so freaking excited, man. I was unpacking it in the corridor in the house. We got it kind of like towards the end of the day. And I put it in the house, started unpacking it, and you know how the SSB wants to kind of go one way and not the other. I tried to pick it up by the flat end of the bar, and the handle spun around and cracked me straight in the bloody toes. And I've got probably, I don't even know, maybe a broken fourth toe. But anyway, wobbled around today at work. As soon as I go home today, bang, put this onto the rack and get to work right away. It is amazing. It feels such high quality. It's hard, thick handles. The handles feel like the barbell in your hand, you know. So straight away got into it. This is probably the third SSB that I've ever tried in my life. I tried one at the gym, one that I bought, and now this one. And I put one plate on. I was going to do a set of 30 like I always do nowadays, whether it's a straight bar or SSB. I put this thing on, and man, I mean, I don't know the specifics of the camber of each of these bars, but this one felt very much like brutal on the upper back, like the upper erectors or the thoracic extensors, really, really brutal. So I found this bar much more difficult than the bar that I had previously. The previous bar was okay. I thought it was hard, but this one from one session with it feels much more brutal on the upper back. I don't know if that's because of the camber in itself, it's different, or whether the padding is much thicker and sits higher on my back. I'm not sure. The padding, by the way, is one piece, unlike the one previous bar that I had, which was in like 3 different pieces, and it was always rolling around, and you had to set it up before each set. This thing it came like this. I just screwed the handles on, and that was it. It was good to go. Obviously, this is light years away in terms of quality from what I had. This actually is a barbell. The other thing was like this thick, hollow tube metal thing. This is like a barbell. It's got knurling on the handlebars, and it just feels so much better. But it feels much more brutal on the upper back. Now I did do deadlifts yesterday, so I do have pre-fatigued. Erectors, mid back is quite sore. Lats are sore from yesterday. But it's going to be interesting to see, like, once everything settles down, whether this ends up being a much heavier tool to work with, and whether that translates to less weight on the bar. It seems like so far that it will be. It kind of like wants to bend you over more. Maybe because the camber is more aggressive. I'm not sure. Anyway, it feels freaking amazing. And now, just one plate on the bar instead of 30. Had my quads screaming, obviously from all the reps. And then the other thing was my upper back was also competent sweetly. So to Bells of Steel, I just want to, I've said to the fella on the messages a million times, but thank you guys, man. Like, you guys are top-notch company, top-notch people working in this company. If you guys want to support me and support them, there is a link in the description. If you want to get something from them, support me while you do that as well. I couldn't be more proud being affiliated with them. Is just, for years I used to get, messages from all sorts of people, but, Bells of Steel, I'm much appreciated, the relationship that we have. So, they make great equipment and they're good people, and I'm only proud, to mention them, any chance I get. Appreciate you guys like always, and obviously Bells of Steel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.